it going, guys? Should have shaved my neck beard. How's it going, guys? Just started streaming. I, a month ago. I've streamed for a month and learned things. Got a new baby streamer, naive perspective, like a narrow perspective, whatever, from the real bottom. Um, and I thought I'd make a video and share it. We get silly stuff like my my face cam is a phone and it was just slipping there. Um, about me. I've been a long time content creator, but a long time content consumer, not a creator, which is, I guess, how you like describe everyone that's online. It's scrolling and everything. Everyone's a content consumer. But in terms of Twitch and streaming, I only tune into streams when there's drops that I want, or when I remember they have good value for like staying up to date with the meta and I'm playing a game that I want to optimize, which I don't always like to do. Elden Ring, bunch of games, Sekiro. I enjoy more going in a bit more blind, getting my butt kicked. Consi Considering those games, getting the butt kicked can be part of the learning process. And yeah, um, I watching streams even less regularly for this last month, despite trying to stream, because I try to like stay busy, work on my own. I shouldn't fix it. Trying to stay busy, work on my own craft of streaming, learn something every day. And everyone's got so many viewers, they're doing so well. I try to not get, I'm staying off to not get jealous of their success. Um, this video isn't meant to sound like I know anything at all, because I obviously don't. It's been a month streaming and not really been a constant viewer. That's why I essentially started, because I wanted to learn new things. It's been it's been incredibly humbling. It's been like lots of things. Getting better at OBS. I realize I want 6 screens around my thing because I lost my two. I have 3 screens. I lost 2 of them to streaming completely. One isn't even 1440p, so squishing OBS onto a 1080p monitor is a certain kind of struggle. I should be grateful. But yeah, I have all this free time and started streaming to learn it at like an exercise in being grateful for the free time that I have. Just like I started going gym 3 months ago at, to be grateful for the body I have. And I am one. I know I'm one of the lucky ones who's got the free time to even attempt streaming. Yes, there's tens of thousands of us. It's like 90,000 concurrent streamers if I look at the Twitch stats. But yeah, I'm one of the lucky ones who have good family around me, good life situation, free time, and so I can try and be productive with it by streaming. Very positive. Like yeah, please take everything I say with a grain of salt. This is obviously meant to be seen, trying to be humble. This is meant to be things seen from a single new streamer's perspective, as I think a fresh set of eyes and opinions can be valuable for a bunch of reasons. And maybe this video is for me, just for me, to clear my head and get back in the zone of streaming and grind it and work on the craft and learning things. I'll consider making more videos after another month or another 2 weeks, or until I feel I've got nothing valuable to add to the conversation. I realize this video probably already exists from a bunch of content creators, but as I said, like, this is just for me to learn, staring at a camera and recording a YouTube video. And I think this learning experience of a month is something that I now can talk about. I forgot to click that, and we'll put some gameplay on. Um, I've got a few dot points, and we'll see if I read from the script or if I just start rambling. One of my dot points is anyone could do that. Um, Streaming is incredibly humbling, at least at my beginner level, at 0 viewers, 1 viewer. If you have lingering thoughts in the back of your mind, like anyone could do that, that's just talking to a camera, chilling with your chat, then I encourage you to give it a try. I think you're only partly correct. Like anyone can just talk to the camera and chill with chat. Um, Anyone can just hit stream and play the game, but I don't think everyone can mentally survive the mentally draining aspect of starting from no viewers, the days, the hours of 0 feedback, 1 viewer, 0 chatters. Of even the best I've had is 20 viewers, 30 viewers at one massive peak. Hasn't really happened again. It's just been an outlier. But there was about zero chatters at that point. So I'm like, you guys, all the lurkers, it's hard to. I don't know what the lurkers like. They're not giving me feedback. I've just got to try and be entertaining. Uh, I find myself thinking there's a feedback loop of um, a fallacy about the feedback loop of if you have enough chatters of viewers, that will provide you that to fuel your motivation and also content. You have responses to give them and stuff. When I was on a bit of a spike, getting three, four, five viewers playing Mecha Chameleon, I felt like I couldn't really stop talking, and it was very motivating to entertain those five real humans. It was very invigorating and stuff. And on the other hand, when I had 30 viewers, by the time 2 a.m. rolled around, I've I've always wondered how streamers go to bed while they have viewers. Like, wouldn't you just push yourself and keep being productive, etc.? But by the time it was 2 a.m. for me and I still had five viewers, which is a big achievement for me, I was super tired. Was I numb to the attention of five people because I've had 30. Like our lower speed limit feels like crawling after going highway speeds. So I said good night to everyone, feeling like I wish I had more energy for interacting with them and entertaining them. Like if I've got five viewers, there's an opportunity that I should work on. The one viewer limbo is my next top point. It can feel like there's no clear path to viewers, followers, or improve. Yeah, you want one follower a day, and you just got to stream. But the one viewer limbo is very real. If you just hit start stream, show yourself playing a game or whatever, your discoverability will be zero, apart from the title you've chosen or the tool of the thumbnail. Can manifest itself as a feeling of if you do nothing outside the game to bring viewers, you never have them. You can only stream more often and try to be more fun, but you can't control how many people drop by to see you being more fun. And conversely, if you try to conserve your energy and chill out waiting for viewers, something that I was very guilty of in the first half of the month. I'm super guilty of it. Check my VODs, they're boring as fuck. If you chill out waiting for viewers, um, but you're being boring, you're not doing anything. Your stream doesn't even say you're chill and relaxed stream. People will drop by, they will be bored by the lack of things happening. You won't hold on to a single viewer to go from one, two to three to four to five, which means you won't move up in the Twitch page, which means you won't get as many single viewer visits per hour visiting, and you'll stay in the one viewer limbo. For example, like my first few days, I would miss my first chatters, my first viewers by just a minute or two, and then they'd be gone. It can feel like there's no amount of entertainment you can do with once you're down to zero viewers. That people have left because you weren't entertaining to bring people back. It's just a learning experience to watch and engage with the chat, do better next time. Um, but also it's a learning experience to that you can pretend you've got an audience, and you can clip yourself when you think you've done something engaging enough to be short form content, which is what I've done. I have accounts that I see why people have underscore clips accounts. They have a separate account for clips because you just clip pretty much everything in order to grow and try to see if anything catches on or if people want to see something. And that's so many clips. So I have normal accounts, and then those are spammed with clips. I'm trying to post normal content on there, a bit fitness or with the dogs, and it's gotten lost in the page. But I mean, it means I've posted a lot of things. Uh, but yeah, clip yourself with even though you've got zero viewers when you think you've done something engaging enough to be short form content. Which leads me to the next point is the viewer community funnel. So that clipping things into shorts gets what feels like to me massive views, relatively high views, but also for what feels like to me relatively low follower viewer turnover. Like I'm extremely happy to get 1,000 views per short. That's really cool per clip. Depending on the platform, some of them are just in the hundreds. It's not catching on or whatever, or it's not what people want to see. Depending on a bunch of factors. Like I got 40, 40K, 20K, I think 60K for one of my Instagram shorts. which is a crazy achievement for me coming from zero viewers, zero content previously. Here in the script, I've got 79,000 YouTube views, 250,000 Instagram views. But I wrote this script like nearly 2 weeks ago now, so it's only gone up from then. It's been great. But if I look at the Twitch metrics, which I shouldn't do too much, I should just focus on making content. Um, I could see that it was one of the games I've played in the past. It was one of the games I played in the past before Mecha Chameleon, like Rocket League or 33 Immortals. Yeah, so it depends on the game. So maybe I'm learning a lesson that I should play Rocket League a bunch for the for the start of my career, my journey or whatever. Not a career yet. Um, but I had nearly 30 manual channel searches on June 16th, which is crazy good, crazy cool. It's the only time I've had a peak in channel searches like that. Um, and it must have been from Rocket League type deal. So maybe there's a difference in the community, the competitive nature of it, or something I did was working, and people were like, oh, I'll go look for bush noodles, pretty much. Despite those 30 manual channel searches, it wasn't 30 viewers at once. My average viewers seemed to stay the same. Average chatters stayed the same, which has unfortunately felt like mostly just a Discord scammy bot, a Discord scammy human, um, every now and then being like, I'm a visual artist, add my Discord. I'll have to time them out in chat, which is a good learning experience, timing people out in chat. But when I have 2 to 7 viewers and stuff, and they stay, and they're also not bots, I just hope that they're silent lurkers or they're non-English speakers tuning in, or yeah, lurkers, because any support is great. I have my sticky notes help me. I'm not going to get chat feedback for a while, so that's something that I've learned. Uh, Maybe a bunch of these things I don't know enough to know what all of these mean. Like, is it people who are lurkers or people who stream in podcast mode that don't watch it? They just want it on the side screen. Someone who's playing the same game. Are some of my titles too silly, or are some of my very silly titles working? Because my best stream was it's like, oh no, step viewer, help me, help, I'm stuck. It's a silly meme. But Dad's Getting Milk Waiting Room wasn't a popular stream. So, but yeah, view bots, follow bots seem to be a real concern. I noticed my 150 followers, which, woo, I got that really quickly. It was Mecha Chameleon carried me. Lots of people watching that. The new hotness, the new hot game. And I posted lots of shorts, lots of clips. They're mostly from accounts made last year in June, July, which wouldn't feel like a red flag, except that it's most of them. And it lines up with like some kind of don't activate the bot account until 11 months after time has passed. It's been enough to like bother me, maybe demotivate me, not really feel like it's actually success and not moving forward, that it's weird, especially because now continuing streaming after getting affiliate, not getting not getting a follower per day or anything, not getting a follower per 10 viewers or anything like that. My next point is life pressure. Like it does feel silly to say as a streamer with essentially zero viewers, but I put pressure on myself to perform or even attempt performing to sit down and stream. Maybe I should take it as a sign I'm not cut out for this kind of thing. But for example, the thing I'm named after, Bush Noodles, is Milo's the dog. He goes noodling through the bush. It's the dog I made the channel for originally. I should post more of him. He can be so needy and he requires 1 to 2 walks per day and feeding 3 times a day. I end up, I feel like I have no time to stream or that can't sit down to actually do the stream, can't concentrate on the stream, so I'm not giving it my all, which is something I would like to try and do. Yeah, like I've always seen dogs on streams and wondered how does a streamer go for 5 hours without playing with their dog, without checking on them, without going to the toilet and stuff. And I realized they're being like, sorry, I've got a job to do. I want to prioritize this thing and work on it, which is kind of understandable. Yeah, your dog doesn't have to be your whole life, but it has. It's been informative and eye-opening, to say the least. Finishing up, I don't mean to sound so negative. I did think I'd have more points about how I've put myself out there. I've learned a lot of things about streaming and overlays and browser sources and chat, and I need I need a mod or two for the Discord bots, but they've kind of petered off. Something about being affiliate throws them off. I don't know if they can tell. I've gained the confidence to, or like I've worked on my confidence to be seen and be some version of myself on stream. Um, I've had great chats with a few active chatters, and I'm now motivated to go get a day job so I can even purchase the expensive things that let you take the streaming hobby seriously. Um, a 3060 Ti doesn't really cut it for getting frames across to the end viewer if you if I'm playing games like Path of Exile and other high quality games. But though maybe it should, and Grind Gear Games is going to work on their optimization. So, but my mic is quite low quality. So shout out HyperX, give me a sponsor. It's been great for normal use and stuff. I can see why streamers have a real mic type deal. That could be one of the things for my earlier points that one of the recommendations I've had is to get a high quality mic because people don't really forgive poor audio when they're sitting and they want to just listen to your stream. So that's something I got to do to take the hobby seriously. It's been a good it's been a good month, 120 hours. If I go over my stats, I've got 170 followers now, 4.6 average viewers, yeah, 32,000 minutes watched, 700 unique viewers, 42 chatters though in a month. See, I said it was quite low, but that's unique chatters. If it was 10 people coming in and constantly talking, that'd be cool, but it's not, and that's all right. It's my job to form a good community and stuff. Yeah, I got my first good raid last stream at 20 viewers. You don't hold on to them. I held on to five of them. It was cool. I took them across the game from Path of Exile to Pal World. It felt like people were asleep and they left their stream on time, unfortunately. Uh, but or just lurking, which is fine. Nearly made $2 in revenue because I made 91 cents in ad revenue yesterday. And if you've watched to this point, thanks for watching my whole first YouTube video. Like and subscribe, please the algorithm gods. And yeah, see you at the stream. Streaming every day. Catch it. We're back. We're back. Yeah, but maybe I'll pause and finish writing this section. I should play Rocket League a bunch for the was was actually the they just sprayed like deodorant. Oh, inhaling it. So just reading the script and seeing how accurate it is. Still, it wanted to change stuff as I said. It's an old script. Unfortunately, I should have updated it before talking, but I want to get even my first recording out of the way. Just like streaming, just gotta hit record and start doing stuff. Just start recording and yep. Oh, whoops. Oh,